Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium for Day 3 of the Allen Hancock College Women's Toys for Tots Basketball Tournament. I'm Ernesto Casillas for Allen Hancock College Athletics. Join me by our executive producer, Brian Dill. The women have split both games so far of their contest, losing on Thursday, 71-64 to Folsom Lake, but pulling out an overtime victory yesterday, 74-64 against Cerritos. And they'll have a tough contest today against the Fresno City College Rams as we are introducing the starters for both teams on the court. And let's see who our starters for women's basketball. Lights dim here. Indian Dalla Green, 5'10 freshman from Orangeburg, South Carolina, will be first introduced, followed by Mallory Brenham, local 5'7 freshman guard from Lompoc, California. Cheyenne Tell is next, a forward 5'10 freshman from Santa Maria, California, followed by forward Maya Mendoza, one of the superstars of our softball team here at Allen Hancock College. And then last but certainly not least, Giselle Calderon from Hollister, California, coming to us from Orchid Academy. The Allen Hancock College women's basketball team is 6-3 so far on the season, winning at a clip of 66%. They're 2-1 at home, 3-1 on the road, and 1-1 at neutral sites. Lady Bulldogs averaging 62 points a game, as India, Mallory, Cheyenne, Maya, and Giselle will take the floor. It appears that we will be without Alex Paquette and Kayla Taylor today. So the Lady Bulldogs will be a little short on the rotation as India looks to get the jump ball. Rams win the jump ball, but it's going to be Lady Bulldog basketball. Cheyenne will inbound the ball to Giselle. She'll bring it over half court. Finds Mallory. Lady Bulldogs turn the ball over. It'll be the Rams now over half court. They go inside, and the first bucket from Fresno City College is good. By Deja Holmes. Maya Mendoza with the ball, out to Giselle. Going to get this screen from Maya, goes right. Another turnover by the Lady Bulldogs as the Rams will bring the ball down the court now. They go back inside, but Maya Mendoza is there with the defense. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lady Bulldogs down by 2, 0-2. And it'll be 3 quick turnovers for the Lady Bulldogs in their first 3 possessions. It'll be Rams basketball. Kelsey Delgado will be the lady with the ball in her hands for the Rams. She goes inside with the right-handed layup, puts it up and in. Rams up 4-0 early on in the contest. Mallory Brennan will bring up the ball. Passes it to Cheyenne. They go inside to India. No good. Rams coming down the court now. Delgado passes to Hugh for the jumper. That's no good. Rams maintain possession. And Hugh hits the three-pointer. Jasmine Hugh, a 5'7" sophomore guard from Clovis High School. They're inside to Maya Mendoza now with the left-handed layup, and she's good. Maya Mendoza putting the Lady Bulldogs on the board here. They trail by 5 with 7:50 to go in the first period. Hugh thinks about the other three, but she puts the ball on the hardwood. Her teammate Delgado will take the three. Unlucky bounce, and there'll be a scrum for the ball. Looks like Fresno City College will maintain possession. Holmes will inbound the ball. We do have a substitution for the Rams. Number 3, Brijani Wade, 5'8" guard, freshman from Sunnyside High School. And Higa will go to the bench. Rams shoot the three. It's no good. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Giselle Calderon will inbound it. Looking inside to go to Maya again. It'll be a turnover. And the sub for the Rams will check back into the game, Aaliyah Higa, 5'9" freshman forward from Pittman High School. So the Rams back with their starters on the court, and seems like Coach Scott for the Lady Bulldogs will send his first sub to the bench. Three-pointer by the Rams, no good. Dowling Green with the rebound. She'll give it to Branham. Branham dribbling right. Finds Calderon. Branham with the three, and it's good. Mallory Branham with the first three-pointer for the Lady Bulldogs in this contest. They're within 2 now, 6:40 to play, as Lady Bulldogs will have possession. Branham with the ball over to Calderon. Mallory with another jumper inside the three-pointer line this time, and it's good. Back-to-back field goals for Mallory Branham. And she ties it all up for the Lady Bulldogs. It's 7-7 with 6 to go in the first period. Mendoza fighting for the rebound. Rams maintain possession. And it'll be Jayla Green with the bucket. Rams 9, Lady Bulldogs 7. 6 minutes to go in the first period. Another turnover by the Lady Bulldogs, as both teams will make substitutions now. In for the Bulldogs is Chloe Blankenship. She's in for Maya Mendoza, 6-foot freshman forward from Placerville, California, El Dorado High School. A new addition to the Lady Bulldogs this year, as the Lady Bulldogs force the turnover and regain possession. Calderon inbounds it to Tell. She's working against 2 Rams, finds Calderon. Over to Branham, wide open for 3. And Mallory Branham putting the Lady Bulldogs on her back. And now we got the lead, 10-9, as she gets the steal. And Mallory Branham will force the foul. So the Lady Bulldogs were plagued by turnovers early on, but now it seems like they're back on track. Branham will inbound to Dowling Green. In the corner for Calderon for three. And it's good. Lady Bulldogs heating up from downtown now as they've made their last two three-pointers. One by Branham, one by Calderon. They're up by 4 as the Rams try to match them, but no good. And it'll be Rams basketball. Both teams will make substitutions. It'll be Cheyenne Tell who goes to the bench for the Lady Bulldogs, and Heather Knutson, a 5'5" freshman guard from Santa Maria Valley Christian Academy. And just like Maya Mendoza, also a softball player here at Allen Hancock College, as Brandon gets her second steal of the first quarter. And she'll reset the offense for the Lady Bulldogs. Over to Blankenship. Gets the screen from Knutson. Lady Bulldogs turn the ball over. Rams on the fast break now. And it's good. Lady Bulldogs 13. Fresno City College Rams 11. 4 minutes to go in the first period. And another turnover for the Lady Bulldogs. Rams pushing the tempo, but Calderon goes for the steal. And Branham will run into a Ram, but the Lady Bulldogs get the ball. Coach Scott will call for 2 substitutions. Mendoza and Tell back in for the Lady Bulldogs. It's going to be the second team foul on the Fresno City College Rams. Tell will inbound to Calderon. She'll work against Wade. Finds Mendoza into Knutson. And with the Lady Bulldogs softball players assist, Knutson gets the bucket. Lady Bulldogs up by 4 now. Three-pointer by the Rams, no good. Knutson and Mendoza both working on the rebound, fighting for it. And it's going to be Rams basketball. Deja Holmes, 5'9" sophomore guard from Hoover High School, will inbound for the Rams. It'll be Delgado for 3, no good. Back to Hugh, and Hugh will make the 3 for the Rams. Lady Bulldogs up by 1 now. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Calderon all the way over to Blankenship and into Knutson, no good. Rams with the ball now. Hugh goes inside. And Calderon tries to poke it away, but Rams regain possession. And it'll be Deja Holmes. And it looks like Andre Scott will call a timeout. We'll be back from the Toys for Tots tournaments. You're listening to AHC Women's Basketball at Allen Hancock College. Allen Hancock College Athletics. We're back at Allen Hancock College, day 3 of our Toys for Tots tournament. Lady Bulldog basketball. Lady Bulldogs working against Fresno City College. If you are in the area and want to come check out the game, the men play at 3 p.m. and we are accepting any unwrapped toys that will be donated to the Salvation Army so children can have toys for Christmas this year. Blankenship with the inbound. She'll find Tell. Lady Bulldogs dealing with the full court press up to Mendoza. She keeps it this time. And Maya Mendoza with their second field goal of the game. It's all tied up, folks. 17-17. 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Rams with the ball. Flores with the shot for the Rams. No good. Blankenship comes down with the rebound. And Tell will go over half courts. They find Blankenship inside. She shoots a nice little jumper. No good. Rams with the rebound. It'll be Flores who brings the ball up the court. She finds Fain, and her and Tell get into a little scuffle. It'll be jump ball. Mallory Brannon will check in for the Lady Bulldogs, as Giselle Calderon will take a much-needed breather. 1:58 to play. First quarter, 1:58 to go. And Hugh hits her second three-pointer of the contest for the Rams, putting the Lady Rams up by 3. Lady Bulldogs looking for Brandon, but they go back inside to Mendoza. No good. Rams with the ball now. And they'll take it all the way to the rim. But Holmes will be met by Mendoza under the basket. And Maya will be called for her first foul. Correction, second foul for Maya Mendoza. Second team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. As Indiana Dowling Green, who just went to the bench, will check back in for Maya with her 2 fouls. Holmes makes the first free throw. She makes them both, putting the Lady Rams up by 5 now. Knutson inbounds to Branham. The Lady Bulldogs turn the ball over. It's going to be Green, no good. And Dowling Green with the board. Blankenship with the ball. They go inside to Knutson, and it's a turnover. Giselle Calderon will check back into the game as Heather Knutson goes to the bench. Lady Bulldogs down by 5. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lady Rams go inside. No good. It's Green going all the way to the basket and then getting her own rebound, and she'll draw the foul. Foul will be against Cheyenne Tell for the Lady Bulldogs. Her first personal third team foul. As Green misses the first. And she makes the second. Lady Bulldogs down by 6. Calderon's over half court. Working against 2 Rams. And she gets the ball back. Another turnover by the Lady Bulldogs. It'll be 3 Rams versus 1 Bulldogs. And the Rams convert on the turnover. Lady Bulldogs trail by 8 now, 17-25. This will be the last bucket of the first quarter. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Branham will inbound. Calderon for 3. No good. And at the end of 10 minutes, the first quarter, Lady Bulldogs trail by 8, 25-17. You're listening to Allen Hancock College women's basketball. We'll be back for the second quarter of action. We're back for the second quarter of Lady Bulldog basketball as things are already underway. Rams tip the ball out. Lady Bulldogs will regain possession. You're joining us for the Toys for Tots tournament, day 3, as the Lady Bulldogs split their first 2 games, and it'll be Blankenship under the rim for the bucket for the Lady Bulldogs. As the Rams try to push the pace, they'll get the bucket as well. 27-19. The foul will go against the Rams. Elise LeBeau, 5'5" freshman guard from Buchanan High School. Her first personal. First team fouls. Giselle Calderon hits the bucket for the Lady Bulldogs, bringing them within 5 now. 27-22, 9:10 to go in the second quarter. As LeBeau will hit the 3, putting the Rams back up by 8. As Tell will draw the foul. Foul will go against Caitlin Goforth, 5'10" freshman forward from Kerman High School. Her first foul, second team foul for the Rams. As Brandon will inbound the ball, finds Tell. She's over half court. Another turnover by the Bulldogs. As the Rams get the easy bucket underneath the basket by Duran. Lady Bulldogs trail by 10 now. Another turnover. As Calderon hustles back, but the Lady Rams converts. We'll take a timeout for the Lady Bulldogs as they trail by 12 here at home for day 3 of the Toys for Tots tournament. If you are in the area and would like to check out the game, please bring any unwrapped toys that will be donated to the Salvation Army. We'll be back momentarily for Lady Bulldog basketball. We're back from Allen Hancock College from the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium. Lady Bulldogs trail by 12, 34-22, 8:29 to go here in the second quarter. Day 3 of our Toys for Tots basketball tournament, an annual tournament the Lady Bulldogs put on every year. It's going to go a foul against the Rams. Cheyenne Tell will inbound for the Lady Bulldogs. As it looks like the Rams will be in their full court press. She finds Branham. There'll be a steal by Flores with the left-handed layup up and good. Lady Bulldogs really being bothered here by this Rams full court press. As Tell finds Knutson. And it'll be Rams basketball. No good. Rebound by Dowling Green. Tells over half court. Finds Blankenship for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rams get the rebound. And it'll be a Rams with a turnover now. As Giselle Calderon will check in for Cheyenne Tell. Rams 36, Lady Bulldogs 22. Down by 14 here with 7:25 to go in the second quarter. As Calderon with the long-range pass, no good. And the Rams will shoot the 3. Blankenship with the board. Andre Scott calls the play from the sideline. Brandon's over half court. Blankenship gets the screen from Knutson. Dowling Green now inside. Knutson with the field goal, no good. Now Branham with the 3. Gets the unlucky bounce, and Blankenship will draw the foul. Foul will go against number 3 for the Rams, Wade. Her second personal, 4th team foul this quarter for the Lady Rams. Calderon will get the ball. Gets the screen from Knutson. Blankenship for 3, and it's good. Chloe Blankenship showing off her long range there, giving the Lady Bulldogs some life as they cut the deficit to 11. And smart foul there by Dowling Green. So Lady Rams will bring several of their starters back in. At the line for the Lady Rams will be Caitlin Goforth. She'll shoot 2. She makes the first. And she'll make them both. Calderon inbounds it to Branham. She's over half court. Finds Blankenship in the corner. Dowling Green with the ball now. Back to Branham. And be another turnover by Lady Bulldogs. And Lady Rams are over half court now. And that'll be a traveling violation called against Jasmine Hugh, who hit a couple threes in the first quarter. As Mendoza will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs and Blankenship will go to the bench. Branham thinks about the three, but passes it back to Calderon. Calderon working on the double team. Goes inside to Mendoza. Rolls in and out. And Lady Bulldogs will keep possession. Head coach Alex Fletcher from the Lady Rams doesn't like the call, pleading his case to the refs. As Cheyenne Tell will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. And Heather Knutson will go to the bench. Lady Rams with the ball. It'll be Delgado bringing the ball up the court. Green and Delgado playing catch, and Hugh for the three. No good. As Dowling Green with the nice box out. And Lady Bulldogs will gain possession. They're down by 13 as we're halfway through this second quarter. Lady Bulldogs trail 25-38. Mendoza working inside. And they'll call her for the travel. Delgado gives it to Green. Hugh thinks about the three. And now it'll be Holmes for three, and she hits it. Lady Rams now up by 16. As Dowling Green gets it from Tell. Back to Tell. Tell with the long-range three off the front of the rim. It'll be Lady Rams basketball. Delgado goes all the way, and the left-handed layup is good. Branham brings the ball over half court. Switches to her left hand, goes inside. Three for Mendoza. No good. Jumper by Delgado is good. And Coach Scott has seen enough. He'll call a timeout as the Lady Bulldogs trail by 20. We'll be back for Lady Bulldogs basketball here from the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium. Day 3 of our Toys for Tots tournament. We're back for Lady Bulldog basketball. Lady Bulldogs split their first 2 games of the Toys for Tots tournament as they trail by 20 here on day 3 against the Fresno City College Rams. Branham for 3 in the corner. No good. Blankenship with the board. And Mendoza, let's see what the refs call here, as Mendoza will draw the foul. Foul will go against Delgado, her first personal, 5th team foul for the Lady Rams. As Mendoza hits the first. Second one off the back iron. As Hugh will bring the ball up the court now for the Rams. Almost steps out of bounds. And Lady Rams will be called for the traveling. Lady Bulldogs trail 26-45 as Tell inbounds it to Branham. Finds Calderon. Tries to go inside to Mendoza. Mendoza fighting to keep the ball in bounds. Lady Rams have possession now. Delgado turns it over, trying to find Green. And it'll be Tell with the ball. Blankenship inside to Mendoza. She's going to work against 2 Lady Rams and draw the foul. Foul will go against Jayla Green. First personal. As the Rams are in the bonus now. First free throw by Mendoza rolls in and out. Let's see if she can hit the second one. As she does. Slowly chipping away at this deficit here. Lady Bulldogs down by 18. 27-45. Lady Rams with the long range 3. Calderon will get the board. She's over half court. Finds Blankenship for a wide open 3. Long arc, no good. Mendoza fighting for the board, and they'll call her for the travel. Several substitutions on both sides as 4 players from the Lady Rams check out. And Heather Knutson checks back in for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Rams trying to work the ball inside. And Higa turns her back to the basket and gets the bucket. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Tell with the ball now. Blankenship in the corner for 3. No good. It'll be Lady Rams basketball as they do their own 3 in the corner, and that one is good by Michaela Duran. 80 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Branham with the ball, top of the 3-point key. He's going to get this screen from Blankenship. She goes left. 2 Rams are there waiting for her. And Blankenship shoots another 3 off the back iron. And Calderon will get called for the foul. Going to be Calderon's first personal of the contest. Second team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. Rams moving the ball around the three-point line, but now they go inside, and that was Duran. Back-to-back field goals for Duran. And the ref is going to call a foul. Let's see what he calls. Looks like the foul will go against the Lady Bulldogs. And Calderon will pick up 2 quick fouls here in the last couple minutes. Nice block by Branham, but Green gets the board and puts it back in. 20 seconds to go here before halftime. Lady Bulldogs 27, Lady Rams 54. As Branham hits the 3 in the corner, and it's good. Looks like the Lady Rams might need to use a timeout here. We'll be back for Lady Bulldog basketball from the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium. You're listening to Allen Hancock College Athletics. We're back with the final 5 seconds of the first half. Lady Bulldogs facing the Fresno City College Rams. And the Rams get off a last-minute three-pointer, but it's no good. We'll go into the half with the Lady Bulldogs trailing by 24 points. We'll be back in 20 minutes for Lady Bulldog basketball in day 3 of our Toys for Tots basketball tournament. We're back from Allen Hancock College Joe White Memorial Gymnasium for Lady Bulldog Basketball. Day 3 of our Toys for Tots tournament. Lady Bulldogs split their first 2 games of the tournament and are facing the Fresno City College Rams here. Lady Bulldogs find themselves in the deficit, down by 24, 54-30. Let's take a look at the leading scorers from the first half. First for the Rams. All leading scorers, Deja Holmes leads with 14, and Michaela Duran and Jasmine Hugh both have 9. And then Mallory Branham leading the Lady Bulldogs with 11 points, going 4 from 6 and 3 of 5 from the three-point line. Delgado in the corner for 3. And the Lady Rams get their first bucket of the second half. Lady Bulldogs shooting 44% for the contest and 50% from the free throw line. Calderon hits the 3 as she'll match Delgado. And the Rams moving the ball up the court quickly now, as Higa will get the bucket. Mendoza catches the ball in the corner. She'll dribble right, then left, and under the basket for an underhanded layup, no good. Lady Rams look like they'll take the ball out at half court. Green will inbound to Delgado. They find Hugh in the corner for 3, and it's good. Delgado, Green, and Hugh for the Rams. Be kickball, Lady Bulldog basketball. Branham will inbound. Largest lead of Fresno has been 27 so far. As Calderon, the quick 5 points here in the third quarter, sparking the Lady Bulldog offense. As Higa will miss the layup. Let's see if the Lady Bulldogs can go 2 for 1 here. Branham going inside and gets the layup. Hugh in the corner for 3. And you got to give it up to Jasmine Hugh, starting the third quarter with back-to-back 3-pointers. Mendoza catches the ball from Tell, goes inside, looking for Dowling Green, no good. Lady Rams basketball, 2 versus 1, no good. Dowling Green gets the board. Finds Branham. She'll be 2 versus 1 here. Dribbles to her right, puts it up and in. Mallory Brannon and Giselle Calderon putting some points on the board for the Lady Bulldogs here in the third quarter. As it looks like Green will draw the foul. That'll go against Cheyenne Till. Going to be Tow's second personal, first team foul for the Lady Bulldogs, as Dowling Green will go to the bench and Blankenship will check in. Green hits the first. And she makes the second. Branham with the ball on the fast break, goes inside, back to her right-handed layup and draws the foul. Foul's going to go against Deja Holmes. Sophomore guard from Hoover High School. As the refs confer here to make the final call. All three refs having a meeting right now. Let's see what the call is. Lady Bulldogs working closely with the Salvation Army this Christmas to raise and collect toys for children. It's our annual Toys for Tots tournament. If you are in the Santa Maria area, please stop by the Joel White Memorial Gymnasium to drop off any unwrapped toys for boys and girls. Both coaches and two referees now meeting. You have to wonder what the call could be here. As Dana Smith will give some last-minute instruction to the Lady Bulldogs. Looks like it's going to be a technical foul against Deja Holmes. As she picks up a personal and a technical on that last possession. As Branham misses the first. She misses both free throws. And Branham will shoot two more. And she makes the third free throw attempt. Puts the Lady Bulldogs within 27. And she'll make the fourth. Branham splitting the free throws there, making 2 out of 4, and she'll be the inbounder for the Lady Bulldogs. Let's see if the Lady Bulldogs can make a little bit of a run here, down by 26 at home, 41-67 to the Fresno City College Lady Rams. Calderon with the ball, as Scott will call the play from the sidelines. Calderon working against Hugh. Finds Tell in the corner. She goes inside, back to Calderon for 3. Off the front of the rim, Green gets the board, and it'll be Delgado bringing it up. And the bucket there is good by Higa. Turnover by the Lady Bulldogs. Delgado bringing the ball, going, and it'll be turnover. Correction, Lady Rams basketball. As Wade will check in for the Rams. And Higa will go to the bench. And Heather Knutson will check in as Mendoza gets a rest. Going inside to Green. Blankenship with the steal. Gives it to Tell. Tell's over half court. Hands it to Blankenship. Blankenship loses control. And Hugh for three. No good. Delgado gets the board. She's going inside now. Finds Green for the bucket. Green, Hugh, and Delgado really making up that trifecta of offense for the Rams. Lady Bulldogs down by 30. 5 to go here in the third quarter. And it'll be a turnover by the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Rams basketball. Dowling Green will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. As the Rams will also bring in some substitutions. And they have a turnover of their own. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Correction. Ref is going to signal towards the Rams. And Calderon comes up with the steal. Pushing the tempo. She's over half court. Going inside. Finds Branham. And looks like the ref is going to call a foul here against number 11. Kira Flores, her second personal foul. Third team foul for the Lady Rams. As Branham passes it into Dowling Green. Calderon thinks about the three, dribbles right, goes inside, and will draw the foul. So the foul will go against number 12, Caitlin Goforth. Actually, it looks like the foul is going to go against Wade. Calderon will go to the line to shoot two. First one rolls in and out. And she'll make the second one. Lady Bulldogs 42, Lady Rams 71. 4:25 to go here in the third quarter. And Rams go inside and find Goforth for the right-handed bucket. Branham's over half court, facing two Rams, dribbles to the left, finds Calderon in the corner. And Tell for the long-range three, no good. Lady Rams basketball. Lady Bulldogs in the 3-2 defense. Rams going back inside, but Goforth passes it back, and it'll be Dowling Green with the rebound. Branham now over half court on the Bulldog logo. Dribbles right, goes inside, and that move has been working for Branham. Gets another bucket. Lady Bulldogs within 29 points now. It'll be Flores with the ball over to Goforth. And it'll be LeBeau for the three. No good. Wade gets the board and will draw the foul. Foul will be against Dowling Green from the Lady Bulldogs. Her second personal, second team foul for the quarter. And she'll miss the first one. You still have time to make it down here to the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium as the Allen Hancock College men's team plays at 3 o'clock. We got Raising Cane's here giving away some free samples. Please bring any unwrapped men's or boys or girls toys here. As the Lady Bulldogs are collecting toys and working with the Salvation Army for their Toys for Tots annual basketball tournament. Knutson loses control. It'll be Goforth with the bucket for the Lady Rams. And Coach Scott has seen enough. We'll call a timeout. You're listening to Lady Bulldog basketball here from Allen Hancock College. Allen Hancock College Athletics. We're back for Lady Bulldog basketball. Lady Bulldogs are 6-3 on the season. Playing a 3-game series this weekend, Thursday to Saturday. We're on the final day of the Toys for Tots tournament. Lady Bulldogs splitting both contests. Mendoza goes inside to Dowling Green, and nice assist by Mendoza, and the and one by Dowling Green. Foul will go against Wade of the Rams. 15 foul for the Rams. And Dowling Green converts the three-point attempt. 2:12 to play in the third quarter. Rams 76, Bulldogs 47. And Mendoza will be called for the foul there. It'll be Mendoza's third personal and the third team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. Duran with the ball. Over to Flores, who will be called for the travel. Turnover by the Rams. Mendoza will inbound for the Lady Bulldogs. Branham's over half court, dribbling right. Finds Knutson. Now Mendoza goes inside and will be called for the travel. And Lady Rams will inbound. 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Flores with the ball. Finds Fain. And Flores in the corner for three. The ball will get stuck. And it'll be a jump ball opportunity. Lady Bulldog basketball. As Calderon will check in for Branham. And Calderon was being blocked by Goforth. It'll be Goforth's second foul. As the Rams are in the bonus now. Calderon makes the first. And she makes both of them. Lady Bulldogs cut into that deficit a little bit. Let's see what they can do with 69 seconds left. LeBeau working against Tell. They go inside to Goforth, and she'll get the and one. That'll be Dowling Green's third personal foul, fourth team foul for the Bulldogs. As Goforth makes the free throw. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Mendoza with the ball. Gets the screen from Dowling Green, goes inside, nice moves, gets her own rebound and converts. Lady Bulldogs within 28 points now as the Rams will take a three. And Tell with the board. Dowling Green goes inside and draws the foul. Foul will go against Fain. Be her first personal foul. And Dowling Green will go to the line to shoot two. Misses the first. And the second one rattles in and out. Unlucky for the Lady Bulldogs as the Lady Rams will take the last shot of the period, but it's a travel violation. And the Lady Bulldogs will have 2.3 seconds to get a final shot off here for the third quarter. Mendoza with the inbound. And it'll be Lady Rams basketball. As Coach Fletcher will bring his starters back in for the final possession. Delgado, Green, and Hugh back out there. Hugh will inbound. And Dowling Green with the final shot, no good. After 30 minutes of action, Lady Bulldogs trail here at home 79-51. We'll be back for the fourth quarter and final 10 minutes of action. You're listening to Allen Hancock College Lady Bulldog basketball from Allen Hancock College Athletics. We're back for the fourth quarter, Lady Bulldog basketball. Lady Bulldogs annual Toys for Tots tournament. They partner with the Salvation Army to collect toys for boys and girls this holiday season. You still have time to bring a toy here to the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium at Allen Hancock College. As Green gets the first field goal for the Rams in the fourth. 9:42 to go in the contest. Lady Bulldogs 51, Lady Rams 81. Tell is over half court. Finds Calderon, dribbles left. Gets the screen from Knutson, goes right. Mendoza going inside. And Mendoza will go to the line to shoot two. Foul will go against Deja Holmes, her third personal, first team foul. And Mendoza will miss the first. And she'll miss the second, but Knutson gets the board. Lady Bulldogs turn it over. And Knutson will be called for the foul. Refs not allowing much contact here in this one. Knutson's first personal and first team foul here for the Lady Bulldogs in the fourth quarter. Holmes for the three, no good. Gets her own board with the putback. And she'll be called. Mendoza looks like will be called for the foul. Be Mendoza's fourth personal. Second team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. As Blankenship and Branham will check back in. Holmes makes the first. And she'll make them both. Rams will stay in the full court defense. Branham's over half court. Working against Delgado, dribbles right, hands it off to Blankenship. And Delgado will be called for the foul. Delgado's second personal. We'll take a 30-second timeout here. You're listening to Allen Hancock College Athletics. Follow us on Instagram at AHC Bulldogs. See you. We're back with the final 8 minutes and 43 seconds of Lady Bulldog basketball. Lady Bulldogs at home versus the Fresno City College Rams. The next game for Lady Bulldog basketball will be on December 9th here at home versus Glendale at 5 p.m. Make sure you go to ahcbulldogs.com to get your tickets. They'll be Green with the ball over to Hughes. She goes inside for the floater. No good. Dowling Green fights for the board and she gets it as Brandon pushes it up the court. Dribbling right, goes inside to Dowling Green. It'll be a kickball, Lady Bulldog basketball. Branham inbounds to Dowling Green. She finds Tell, who goes inside. Calderon for three, and it's good. Giselle Calderon. Lady Bulldogs 56, Rams 83, as Hugh will answer back with the three of her own. 7:30 to go here in the contest. Calderon will try to match Hugh again. And Lady Bulldogs retain possession. Stay tuned with us as the men's basketball will play at 3 p.m. here at the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium in Allen Hancock College. Branham will check it in. Inbound it. Gets Calderon for the jumper. Hugh gets the board. And it'll be a travel call. As Tell will inbound. Lady Rams pulling back off the full court press. Brandon will have some room to operate. Finds Calderon. And Calderon for three. No good. The ball will stay here with the Bulldogs. And nice layup by Calderon. Goes under the basket and up and in. Lady Bulldogs 58, the Rams 86. 6:40 to play here. Looks like the ref saw something. Trying to figure out what that is. As Knutson will check in for Dowling Green. Holmes inside to green, and she draws the foul. Foul will go against Blankenship. Be Chloe's first personal of the contest. Lady Bulldogs' third team foul. And Green will go to the line to shoot one. Ball rolls out. Brandon with the board. Gets the screen from Calderon. Looking to go inside to Tell. And Brandon for three off the rim. Blankenship fighting for the board. And it'll be Lady Rams basketball. Blankenship will be called for an over-the-back foul. Her second personal. Lady Bulldogs' fourth team foul. Rams get some substitutions in here. And they'll lose control. Calderon will get the ball. Finds Blankenship wide open for three. And Blankenship has that nice little arc. She gets the Lady Bulldogs up to 61 points now. Lady Rams with 88. 5:30 to go in the contest. As Goforth puts her back to the basket and gets the bucket. And Blankenship tries to follow up her shot with the board, but is unsuccessful. And Branham with the steal. Nice defense by Branham, stopping that bucket on her own. Let's see what she could do offensively. With the three, no good. Knutson fighting for the board. But it'll be recovered by Goforth and the Lady Rams. And that'll be Wade for three. As Branham's over half court. Mendoza at the scorer's table looking to check back in. And Cheyenne Tell with a nice bucket there for the Lady Bulldogs. .4:15 to go in the ball game. Goforth with the bucket, no good. Blankenship with the board. And Branham will lead the offensive here. She's over half court, and she'll draw the foul. Foul will go against Wade. And Wade will foul out of the game. And in checks Fain. Knutson with the ball. She dribbles right. Finds Blankenship in the corner for three. No good. And the refs are calling everything tightly here. And Mendoza looks like she might have fouled out of the game. So first we had a Lady Ram foul out of the game. Now we're going to have a Lady Bulldog foul out. As Dowling Green will check back in. Lady Bulldogs in the bonus now, so Fain will go to the line. She'll miss the first. And Branham will be met by a Ram at half court. She'll draw the foul as LeBeau hits the floor. She'll be called for the block. 4th team foul on the Lady Rams. Branham waving off Blankenship. She's working against LeBeau. Branham dribbles left. She's going inside. Finds Blankenship. Tell thinks about the long-range 3. Turnover. Flores on the fast break. And it'll be looks like it might have been blocked by Branham. As she hustles back on defense to stop the basket. Now she's inside and will draw her own foul. Good sportsmanship by the Lady Rams there, having Branham back up. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. She'll miss the first one. 3:09 left to go in the game. And she'll make the second. Lady Bulldogs 64. Fresno City College Rams 93. 3 minutes left. Branham trying to get this steal. She almost comes down with it. Nice pass by LeBeau. But Oates will be called for the travel, as we'll have one more substitution here. Calderon in for Branham. As the men's basketball team makes their way onto the court now. They'll be playing here next after Lady Bulldog basketball. Make sure you stay tuned to the broadcast. I'm Ernesto Casillas with our producer Brian Dill. Allen Hancock College Athletics. Calderon finds Blankenship for 3. Off the back iron, Knutson gets the board. Tell for the long range 3. And it'll be a turnover, Lady Rams basketball. Lady Bulldogs and Coach Andre Scott had an opportunity today to acknowledge and thank the former Lady Bulldog basketball coach, Norelli, after his long tenure here as a coach. Looks like Dowling Green will go to the line. It'll be Fain's second personal. Both teams in the bonus now. And Dowling Green will make the first. Lady Bulldogs 65, Rams 93, 2:02 to go in the game. Dowling Green hits them both. And Lady Rams for 3, no good. Tell gets the board. She's over half court. Calderon dribbles left with the jumper. In and out. As LeBeau goes inside, the Rams turn it over. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. .92 seconds left in the ball game. This contest will conclude the Lady Bulldogs Toys for Tots tournament, an annual tournament they do every year to collect toys for young boys and girls so they can have a nice Christmas. Anyone listening who would like to bring an unwrapped toy, you're welcome to do so here at Allen Hancock College at the Joe White Memorial Gymnasium. We'll be here today till about 5 o'clock. Flores with the ball, dribbles left, goes inside. She's met by Calderon, and there's a foul on the play. Looks like the foul will be called against Calderon, her third personal. Flores will go to the line to shoot two. She misses the first. She'll miss them both. Dowling Green with the board. Calderon's over half court. She's working against Flores. Dribbles right. Finds Dowling Green down in the post. No good. Looks like the foul will go against Tell. It'll be Tell's third personal. And LeBeau will shoot two. Makes the first. Dowling Green gets the board. This might be the final or second to final possession for the Lady Bulldogs. Calderon working inside. Hits the jumper, but no good. Madden is down on the other side. And it'll be Oates with the bucket for the Rams. Calderon will dribble the basketball. And most likely, this will be the final possession. Lady Bulldogs will drop this one. They're still 6-4 on the season. And make sure you check out the Lady Bulldogs in their next contest here at home on December 9th versus Glendale at 5 p.m. This is Ernesto Casillas signing off for just a few moments. I want to give a special thank you to all the coaches, players, and staff here at Allen Hancock College. You can check out the Bulldogs on Instagram at AHC Bulldogs. You can also check out all the sports, all the teams on ahcbulldogs.com. We'll be back in 20 minutes for men's basketball. Stay with us. We'll be back for Allen Hancock College basketball.